Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gracious Choma. In case this is your first time stopping by my channel, my topic for today is how to batch create content. I'm just going to give you how I do mine. It has been working for me, knowing that I manage 3 YouTube channels. This is my 3rd YouTube channel and I try my possible best to show up here twice a week. I manage my 2nd channel and I try my possible best to show up twice a week as well. Sometimes I even come daily by uploading shorts, and my main channel I show up 3 times in a week, so that is uploading 7 times in a week. Whew, the stress is too much. To manage just one page or channel is a hell of work. When you check top creators like maybe Dimame, Kamsi Namani and all, you see that sometimes they don't really like even show up. Maybe they have 1 or 2, because sometimes we have 1 or 2 things we are doing. Sometimes there are unforeseen circumstances that we can't control, and creating vlogs is not something. Sometimes you plan your month and you know the kind of vlogs you might put out, but sometimes some things happen that it happens that the way you plan that vlog, it wouldn't go that way. And vlog is not something you just record a day, except you're just doing like a day in my life or something like that. But if you want to, mostly the vlog is maybe weekend vlog or something, like you record for days. Me, sometimes I record my content for like a week. Sometimes my vlogs are like my life in a week or even 2. So for like 2 weeks or 1 week, I am recording content, just one content. And let me tell you something, that most of the time my vlogs, the original clips, will amount to 3 to 4 hours, and at the end of the day I'll edit it down to 20 minutes to 29-30 minutes. Sometimes top creators don't even show up. My main channel, I have about 187,000 subscribers as of the time of making this video, and sometimes I don't even like show up. It is so overwhelming. So as a creator, as a content creator, especially when you're doing maybe 9 to 5, or you have something else going on for you in your life, and you know that, oh, this content thing is not paying me yet, you know, we tend to dedicate more time and put more effort into something that is paying our bills first, and then we use this one as a side hustle. So we don't put, you know, really 100% attention to it, because man, you got to face what is paying your bills first. I'm going to teach you the way I've been doing things that has worked for me, that has made me to be consistent. Funny enough, I have been very active on my Instagram too, because I've been giving myself excuses. I'll be like, this thing is preventing me from creating on Instagram. When I started TikTok, I was giving myself excuse, but one day I got up, I'm like, no, I have to build my TikTok. And I gave my TikTok 2 months and phew, it blew up. I stopped again and it's going flat again. When I was creating it, I felt like, okay, this TikTok content is also something that I want to be putting on my Instagram. Like you will just find one nonsense excuse and give yourself that will make you not to show up. But creating content is when you create series of content at once to plan for future upload. Let me take for example, if you're a content creator and you're a YouTuber and you have Instagram page and all that, or you do 9 to 5, because I know, yes, you might be like, okay, you don't do 9 to 5 now, so you can't really relate. To be honest, I used to do 9 to 5. When I started my main channel, I was doing 9 to 5. What I do is, when I am free and in the office, I tend to make research, look for topics to discuss. So by then I'll try, within 3 days, I'll try to read up and get ready for about 5 contents or 3 contents. So what I do is, weekend, because I don't go to work weekends, in as much as sometimes weekends like Saturday, they will call me, come and open the office, somebody wants to pick something, you know, and maybe that day I'm planning to create content. So I give myself that Saturday and Sunday is when I'm going to create. Once I know I've read a lot and I'm ready for this topic, on Saturday, once I wake up, do my morning routine, I dress up and sit down and get ready, and I deliver the maybe 5 contents I go ready for. And if you're someone that uploads 2 to 3 times a week, let's say 2 times a week, you already know that the 5 contents you created that day is going to serve you for 2 weeks and a half. Before the 2 weeks, you're exhausting the content for the next 2 weeks. You're already trying to get ready for topic again. Before you know what's in the solve, do you know that to an extent, you might even be in this month and you're already ready for the next month's content? If you're a content creator on Instagram, like your Instagram is where you want to focus more and be showing up often. After practicing my 30 days upload challenge on Instagram, and I saw that, whoa, this thing I can do it. Do you know one thing? You shouldn't give yourself excuse. Some people might be like, I don't have anything going on in my life. Will I be posting just one thing all the time? But creating content is really easy. As I'm talking to you right now, maybe I am getting ready to create about 6 contents. But sometimes I create 10 contents at once because I'm not creating for just one channel. One thing is that you definitely edit. Creating the content is not just the work. Editing is another work. If you're someone that do 9 to 5 and you have chance Saturdays and Sundays, now you have to try your possible best when you are at work. If it's possible for you to get ready for topics, it depends on the kind of content you do. If you're someone that your content is all about sit down and talk, so you can actually make research. But if you're someone that do vlog, then it's actually like a little bit easier. The thing is, you have to be watching people that do similar vlog as you, bigger YouTubers. Check how they do their things, and once you grab how they do, so that it will give you an idea to maybe do things differently. If you're someone that always show morning routine, you will see someone else's morning routine and you will do your morning routine in another way. It is still you creating same morning routine you've been creating, but now you are showing it in another context. Like you're changing your camera angle, you're recording some things, you're doing some transitions and all that, so that it doesn't look like it's the same thing that you're portraying. It is going to be more satisfying. So if you're someone that record vlogs, that is lifestyle you do, and you do 9 to 5, to be honest, it is not that hard. At least something is happening in your life. You're actually going to work. My own is just to stay in the house. I don't go anywhere except I'm going to braid my hair or going for shopping, like to buy grocery, food stuff. That's all I do. You can just be managing with living alone vlog, so that you keep showing up and still try to create quality content. So what you can do is you wake up in the morning and show us how you woke up. Give us, even if you record morning routine or often, it is a way for you to show us another type of breakfast. Maybe the breakfast you did in the other one was bread and tea. Now you are making pasta or something. So there's something different in it. Record you waking up, maybe doing your skincare. You can use the opportunity to show us your skincare and just say one or two. Then you can, when you're dressing up, it can be when you're talking to us, it can be like, okay, get ready with me, let's dress up for work. You can tell us the reason why you're wearing these clothes on this particular day. Like I'm trying to motivate you so that you don't give yourself excuse again of why you can't show up. Some people knows that they can just sit and batch create, but the thing is they keep giving themselves excuse. I do 9 to 5. How do I do it? How do I always show up? Now I'm trying to help you. If you're someone that records vlog, you can just say one or two where you got your clothes from and all that, how you think your day will be and all. Then you go to work and record on the road where you're going to work. You don't necessarily need to record your office and all. Then when you're coming back, when you've closed from work, maybe you need to prepare dinner, or you want to grab dinner from somewhere. It's an opportunity for you to record where you're grabbing dinner. Or you enter the supermarket to buy the stuff that you're going to use to prepare dinner when you come back. And then when you come back, you can just record content of you relaxing after work. There are a lot of things you can do, like maybe doing your laundry, the clothes you came back from work with, you cooking your dinner, and we are watching and seeing how you relax. Like how you relax, or I'll say how you reset yourself after a stressful day of work. So like if you're going to work every day, you can just be recording it, because documenting it. There are some people that want to follow along. There are some people that want to see how your daily life is. So when you start creating, you can just be like 3 days in my life as a 9 to 5 person. It's something, so you don't have to give yourself excuse and all that. So every evening you can just find different ways of creating. So no matter the kind of content you create, you're always supposed to show up. Don't give yourself an excuse, except you're someone that do Monday to Sunday. Like I know people that do Monday to Sunday. Some people do Monday to Sunday work and they don't have time. But no matter what, you can't be there 2-4-7. When I was doing Monday to Sunday work, it was just night job. 6 o'clock, I'm there. 7, I'll be 6 in the morning, I'm home. So I have the whole day to maybe create something or edit. So always try to show up. Maybe weekend when you're not going to work, you can just record something like weekend in my life. How you relax for the weekend. You can go for swimming, massage and all that. Just show us the activities you're doing. If events come up, record it. That's content. If you're someone that always want to show up on Instagram, you want to be creating reels, that one is even easy. Do you know you can just pick morning routine, and the only thing you record is morning routine, but you're doing it in a different way. Maybe today you're showing us dressing bed and your skincare. That's morning routine. Because Reels, even if it's 3 seconds, it's video. It is good to be precise and catchy. And the next morning, you can just be like opening your window, drinking water, and drinking coffee, and that's morning routine. You can create 30 different morning routines, and they look very different. It doesn't seem like you're showing one thing all over and over again. I learned a lot. Like, there was a day I was like, there's nothing going on in my life. That day I woke up, I had to create my morning routine that day. Then I was treating my hair that day. I'm like, okay, let's treat my hair. And then I think that day I went to the supermarket to buy some grocery. I went to the supermarket, I recorded that one separate as a separate content. I bought juicer. I recorded unboxing the juicer as a separate content. At night, I reset myself. I cooked dinner and arranged myself. I reset for dinner. I made it as a separate content. So, like, I think I got about 4 to 5 contents in just that one day. And that content lasted me for like 5 days. And before you know it, that's part creating. Before I exhaust that content, already go on Instagram watching people's reels, people that are within my niche, and I watch their reels and see how they do theirs and get ideas to know how to keep going. So getting video ideas is another thing. But for example, you're a YouTuber, you want to focus more on YouTube, you do, let's say, sit down talk and all. It is even much easier. When you go to work, try your possible best to, get topics ready, get topics down. When you get topics down, try to, rehearse, go through it. But one thing is, once you're a content creator on maybe YouTube, you have to make sure that you always create content that you have wider knowledge of. If you're someone that creates makeup video, you can just bring Saturdays and Sundays, get yourself ready, sit down on Saturday, do your makeup, teach us how you do your makeup, clean it, do another makeup. It's content that you're creating. So if you're a content creator that focuses on beauty, makeup and all, do your makeup, clean it, show another makeup. Another thing you can do, you can just talk about how to do your lipstick. It's still content. So the thing is, just always try to show up. So I'm trying to encourage you to always try to show up for yourself, and also teaching you how to batch create content. It is when you show up that people will show up for you. If you're not always showing up, people will be like, you're not serious. Content creation is something that a lot of people have abandoned their 9-to-5 job to embrace. To be honest, I am a witness. It's something that if you have passion for, you need to dedicate time to it. Stop giving yourself excuse. I was giving myself excuse that I don't have this, I can't do this, I can't show up on Instagram. Maybe until I acquire this before I can show up on Instagram is bougie and all. I've been giving myself excuse and I was not growing. And I just woke up one day, I'm like, enough of this excuse. I'm done giving myself excuses. I have to do this. I can do this. I started with giving myself challenge, and I actually did it, and I'm like, whoa, this thing opened my eyes. It made me to learn how to be better with my editing, be better with the kind of content I create, and also I got more ideas on how to create content and always show up for Instagram. You can just use a day, get ready. If you can't do, I'm not saying you should do 10 at once, but creating content should be like doing at least maybe a minimum of 3 to 5 contents. You can just get ready for 5 videos or 4 or 3, anyone that your brain can carry. Once you're ready for it, the day you'll be ready. Weekends, do your makeup, dress well, present your topics. Then maybe Sunday, use your Sunday to focus on editing and just try your possible best to edit, upload and schedule. Then maybe while you're at work, what you're doing is just you're releasing the content. It always looks like you're always showing up, you're creating the content now, but it's something you've created since. You know that some people on TikTok say some people have about 100 content installed in their draft that they've not shared. So sometimes you might not be motivated or in the mood, or you'll be so overwhelmed that, sometimes we wake up, there's this energy we wake up with. You don't feel like creating content. Your mood will just be dull, and once you don't have that motivation, it is very okay to relax. Don't create, because if you create, except that you like makeup, you can do makeup in a way that will lighten up your mood. So that's pretty much how to show up for your brand, and also how to batch create. Batch creating content is trying to create as much as. Now, let's say how you will do it. This is a new month, and maybe this first week in this new month, it is okay for you to just take a break for the first week of that new month, because you're planning for that month so that you'll be able to plan it better. So within that week, you use it to try to record content, get ready for topics, and try to edit. So if you can use that 1 week to settle all these things, know when you need to upload, you can put it in your notes or go to your calendar, tick the dates and put reminder or alarm, so that in the morning of that day to remind you you're supposed to upload today, so you remember. But within 1 week, use 1 week to get ready for topics, sit down, present it, and try to edit. Then the second, third, fourth week, and before second, third, fourth week is passing, you've already rested for 2 weeks. The final week, you can still use it to get ready for the future month. So this is how you show up. It is easier said than done, because I know what I'm passing through, especially when I have 3 channels. It hasn't been easy, but man, I'm making money from the 2, so it's worth it. I have to just show up. Building a brand with the brand name Gracious Trauma, you have to put in the work. So always remember that you need to show up for yourself and also for your community. So you're not just doing it for yourself or doing it for the money, but you're doing it for your community. Because for people to be watching and comment, even if it's just one person, that person appreciates what you're doing. Always show up for that one true friend or one true follower or one true subscriber. Let just that one person encourage you to always show up. So if you have any question at all on how to create, I know as you're seeing me on this channel, I'm a small YouTuber. I might not be the person in the best place to encourage you or teach you how to batch create content or how to build audience or how to grow, blah 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 and all. But I'm saying this because I've had experience. My main channel, I have not stayed 3 years on YouTube, but I already have 187,000 followers. My second page is not up to 2 years, but I've a year plus and few months. But I have 21,000 subscribers and all. So my TikTok is 50 something thousand. My Facebook pages, one is at 5,000, the bigger one is 60 something thousand, which keeps growing every day. And like, I've not dedicated 1 year on the Facebook. My Instagram is about 17,000. So I think actually, I think I'm in the, not like I'm in the best place, but I think I'm in the place to at least teach you how it works for me. This is how I run my thing. This is how I show up on my 3 channels, and always be consistent. Not always, because sometimes I don't show up. But my main channel, even if I don't show up 3 times a week, I try to show up twice a week, and that's enough. If you have any question, just leave it down below in the comment section. I've talked too much, and I hope this video will help you and guide you and motivate you to only show up for yourself and for your brand. And I'm going to see you next time in my next video. Bye bye.